Once again, I have another beer from the GetBeerFridge.com advent calendar, and this is going to be beer number 5 out of that box. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti checking in from home. It's a cold winter evening, and I'm getting in some beers. Like I said, this is from the GetBeerFridge.com advent calendar. This is beer number 5. I got that as a gift for Christmas, and I'm just now getting into it. So this beer here is the Santa Caws. It is from Bombastic Brewing, and it is a chocolate orange imperial stout. I've seen a lot of people reviewing chocolate orange imperial stouts lately, and this sounds delicious to me. So before I talk about the beer, I saw something on their website that I wanted to read about, because this is pretty cool. So the original strategy for Bombastic Brewing, I should mention that they're from Hayden, Idaho. So the original strategy for Bombastic Brewing was always a partner brewing, which is kind of like contract brewing. But when we started the business, our state quickly told us we couldn't do it that way. So apparently it was against the law to contract brew or partner brew in Idaho. To work on this problem, Russell joined the Brewers Guild, Idaho Brewers United, and the Legislative Committee. Following years of effort and impassioned testimony by Russell delivered to the Idaho House of Representatives, their partner brewing model was finally legalized, and the law took effect in July of 2019. And that's when they got their very first batch delivered from their first brewing partner, Sawtooth. So that's really cool. You don't see this too often, but you do see it a lot. Breweries having to have members or owners become lobbyists, basically, to get things done, because a lot of these alcohol laws, a lot of the beer laws around the country are so archaic. They're still Prohibition era, and they're still religious based, and they're still bullshit. I know one of the former people at Three Floyds, a good friend of mine who's no longer with us, Barnaby, he became a lobbyist when he was working for Three Floyds to get some laws changed so Three Floyds could do some things that they wanted to do. And it's sad that breweries have to do that to just be able to create beers and do cool things. But it's also really cool that not only are they taking on the challenge of starting a business, starting a brewery, but they're also taking on the challenge of the government and the law and the legislative aspect to try to actively get things changed to make things better for all of us in the beer community. So kudos to you, Bombastic Brewing, for doing that. So let's get back to the beer, because I've been talking a lot about politics tonight, and I just want to talk about beers now. So like I said, this beer is Santa Caws Chocolate and Orange Imperial Stout on the can here. It's got like a cool-looking crow with a Santa hat and some boots. That artwork looks like something my friend Jody would draw. It's really cool artwork. And on the can here, it's got a little blurb. Oh, I didn't even realize this. It says, scan the QR with your phone to get a free gift from us. Definitely not posting that QR up there. I want the gift all to myself. So Santa Claus brings you good tidings. This Imperial Stout harkens back to the Christmas days of old, when you might find a chocolate orange in your stocking. Savor this rich, silky stout with notes of hot chocolate to make merry. A zest of orange flutters on the nose and lightly on the palate, with a dash of nutmeg to round out this cup of cheer. Enjoy by the fireside and with friends. Malt beverage with natural flavors. Ooh, 10.5% ABV. That's a big one. Don't see IBUs. It says canned on Santa Claus. Can't really read it too well because it's on the very lip of the can. I hope that didn't break. Good, that didn't break. That was... Oh, man. I need to put that somewhere better. That was good old drunk Hulk Hogan knocking over my snake venom glass. Candle on 10/17/2024. Good, so that means it still should be good. Because on the website, it only says it was released in November of 23. And it should only be aged for up to 6 months. So it had me kind of worried there that maybe this beer was old, but it's obviously not. So now that I've distracted everybody with Hulk Hogan falling over once again, knocking over glasses and whatever else, let's just open the beer and see what it's like. On Untapped, 3.92. Beer Advocate was an NA. Untapped, there's only 440 check-ins. That's actually more of a cola color as it pours than anything. Get a nose on it. There's a scent there that I can't really discern, describe. There's not much else on the nose. And it's almost like dark fruits. Yeah, it's kind of like a dark fruit nose. But the scent is not real strong at all. Don't get any booze on it either. Untapped says it has 47 IBUs. We'll find out. Cheers, everybody. Do get a little bit of alcohol, like evaporative booziness. No burn. The first thing I noticed, which is really odd, after I take a mouthful and swallow, when I exhale, as soon as I exhale, it's like that chocolate orange flavor is there. It's not really there in the swallow, but when you exhale, it's like envelops your mouth with like this that chocolatey or like that orange, the strong orangey flavor of chocolate orange. It's a medium body. That orange, and it's not a citrus orange, but it's like that orange they use in chocolate oranges. Yeah, every mouthful I take, it's like that orange from the chocolate orange. Every time I exhale. That orange flavor is just so pronounced and so big in the mouth once you swallow. It's I don't want to say it's overpowering everything, but it's almost confusing me. Like, it's so shocking how much of that orange is there. There is some nice chocolatiness to it, but it's just crazy how much that orange explodes when you like swallow. As soon as you swallow, your mouth is just left with that like citrusy orange that you get when you eat a chocolate orange. That's really wild. That is totally different. It's an interesting take on the chocolate orange imperial stout. The evaporative booziness is gone now. Still no warming at 10.5%. Don't notice it at all. The flavors are nice. This is one of those beers that it's going to be rough to finish the can. It's good. I like it. Excuse me. I give it a horns up. The flavors are there. It's tasty. But the chocolate orange is almost too much. It's really, I would have liked to have had this size can of it. This size can of this would be perfect. This would be a good beer to share with friends. Because it is a nice beer. It's a delicious beer. It's just over the top. And now that the head's died down a little bit, getting my nose in there, I am getting some of that like citrusy orange, like candy citrus orange, kind of on the nose. It smells lovely. No indication of booze. Yeah. Bombastic Brewing. This is definitely a bombastic beer. I don't know who the signature is on your can for the artwork. I wish you'd put their name on the back of the can somewhere. This can, I think it's a little too big for this beer, but this is a nice beer. I mean, again, I would buy this again, but I'd want to share it with friends. I don't even think I talked about the color. I did not talk about the color. Man, I'm getting so far behind tonight. That color was just a ruby red, cola-like color. Probably means this is the last beer review I'm going to do because I'm just skipping around everywhere. That is not, that's not completely pitch black. Probably around like a 32 on the SRM chart. Because there is some like ruby red cola hues to it. Man, this review's a mess. So I'm just going to end it there with embrace the adventure.